it's working! Except it's like really delayed.
Just normal. There's a little bit of delay.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay, it's working. Okay, it's working. Let's see. Let's see. Thanks for helping me, babe. Thanks for helping me, babe. I feel like I've Instagram so much that it's like I'm just bothering people at this point. Ooh, 3 people are watching. How exciting! Let's see. How do I even, let's see.
In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage live streams in YouTube's live control.
No. Me trying to figure out how to do this. So difficult. Like, how do I even, because I kind of want to see the chat. Okay. Oh, hi! It's actually on, and I'm just like elderly. Hi, Michael. Hi, Lantern Light. Hi, Sarah Shock. Hi, Shiloh. Yay! Ooh. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Live stream starts now. Share. Exciting. Oh, it's the first time I've ever streamed on YouTube, so I have no idea what I'm doing, basically. Let's see. I do have a fun intro. Let's see. Show you my fun intro. Turn down the volume a little bit. Yay! Wait. There we go. I know what I'm doing. Definitely. Oh my god, how funny. Okay. So today I thought we'd watch some fun KaRen videos to begin with, and then we'll read some Reddit stories, some Am I the Asshole and all that kind of jazz. Can you hear me, by the way? I hope so. Let's see. First thing we need to do is find a fun KaRen video. Just FYI, I turned the volume of like the desktop thing, so like the thing we're gonna watch, on max. That is the same as my audio volume. If it's really loud, I am sorry. Do let me know. I'm just thinking that I can react and pause it. So The fact that it's just like you write Karen and it just immediately goes Karen compilations. Compilations. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Damn it. Okay. Let's see. Boop. Is it correct? No. Why is it incorrect? Oh, haha. Never mind. Wait, no? Yes? Oh, it's in the wrong. I was on the wrong tab. Silly me. Ooh. Let's see. Karen compilations. I think it's correct now. I think it's correct right now. Yes, it's correct. Good. But also, where did I put my stream? Okay, there we are. Okay.
In this video, I'll show you how to...
Yeah, there's so many. I just have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, there it is. How do I watch the chat though? Never mind. I'm gonna do this. I have no idea what I'm doing. There we go. You can look it on my videos for no reason. My boyfriend's looking over like, poor girl, I have to help her. Okay, look at Karen compilations. Yes, okay. On best let's hope they live up to their name.
We're at McDonald's. These clowns are fighting over muffins. About to crash their cars up for $1 muffin.
I'm gonna come back a little bit, okay?
Oh, you do whatever you want to do. You're fine. I promise I'm nice.
No doubt.
I just want to pull up far enough so I can video it. I gotta show it to somebody. Look, he's already touching her. Right there, look.
Are they like fighting
Bingo. You see that bottom? Look.
to get into the muffin place?
They're about to. Oh, they bumped. They bumped. Oh. They really did? Ugh. Ugh. For a muffin.
It's very anticlimactic, though, I gotta say.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Jerry Springer right here at McDonald's.
Okay, we get to the good stuff. Okay. That laugh, though. Squirrel out of nowhere.
Oh, the poor puppy in the.
You could tell that like made her day too. Like she was just like, yeah, I get to win one spot. Like probably took more time fighting for the spot than just waiting in line.
Back seat. Hey, only in Michigan. See, look what you did with.
And like non-stop. Right now. And you told me in my life since you had moved in because you don't fucking care about anybody else but yourself.
So she seems to be without a purse or anything. She drove by first. She's a neighbor. She
You fucking tell him to come over here.
Hey, get out of my face. You do not hit me.
I wasn't gonna
You hit me and I will whoop your ass.
Oh.
Oh yeah, right.
I love how she's acting tough but also walking backwards away. She's like, oh yeah, but also like afraid of her safety.
You're a horrible person, you know what?
Yeah,
You're
I'm running
vengeful
away.
and you're self-serving.
She came out.
And you know what that is?
Disengaged.
That's the fucking devil at work.
This was like the
You don't fucking give a shit, do you?
I'm not going to engage with you,
I'm
Dara.
not gonna engage in you. That's how you talk to your dumbass dog, too. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah, right. If you fucking live there, isn't that the stupid cunt that brought her dog? Isn't her dog the one that's barking too?
Please leave, Dara.
No.
Calm down. Oh, this is my favorite.
It's okay.
This is my favorite one. Oh my god. I just gotta check that all of the settings are good because this is the best one. Let's see. Oh no, never mind. What is this? I have no idea. Hi everybody. Hi Liz Green. Hi Winsett King. Hi Angel. I know, what did the dog do to her? Like, yes, how dare you be nice to your dog? It's like, this is such a strange complaint. Like, how dare you be nice to your dog? But this one is my absolute favorite. We gotta look at it. Oh god. This lady with who like thinks that her kids can't hear anything because they're listening to Kids Bop.
I'm sorry.
He apologized.
It's my fault.
He apologized.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? That didn't upset me. But the bitch ass hoe
Sorry.
that told me to calm down. What I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
You're calling me sorry, but you're calling me a bitch. So set an example.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling you a bitch.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
You're a joke.
What? Am I? Let me see. That clip is so much longer. Why? Oh, fine. We'll have
You're
to find it later.
a joke.
Okay, well, put me on Facebook. I'm a joke. You two assholes are heading up on South Shore going 50, 60 miles an hour. And you both, there's no proof. I know. But you think it's okay and it's funny. But this is a neighborhood. Funny. Do you live here?
We weren't even going fast. My car's just loud.
So is mine.
You're both going fast,
no,
and you know you were racing up.
No, we weren't.
To be honest, I've seen this one before, and I'm pretty sure she's not a Karen. She's just wearing that ridiculous Karen cap. But she just caught someone speeding or something, and they're like, my car isn't even loud though. And I wouldn't call her a Karen, no. And also, it's a really boring video. Let's go to the next one. Oh yes. Oh, the best drama happens in stories.
You're a joke.
Whatever the f went on yesterday or today at home, or whoever the f just got mad at you before today, you're taking it out on somebody else. And I'm telling you right now, you need to stop.
You're ignorant.
I'm ignorant?
Yes, you are.
I have a roofing company. You work at Dunkin' Donuts. Who the fuck do you mean ignorant?
Service representative.
I made $350,000 last year. I'm fucking ignorant. What do they pay you? 12 bucks?
The cops are on the way. We already made a report with them. They're not on their way. And you, last day of your job.
They're not on your way.
Wait, whose mom's is this?
Okay, I gotta find a different channel because they're not showing the full clips. So excuse me, no. Karen compilations. Karen freakouts. Ooh, Shake My Head. SMH is one of the best compilation channels. Definitely. Ooh, they do the best stuff. I would subscribe if I were y'all. Karen Freakouts Volume 12.
This is staged by Antifa.
Okay, so it says, this psycho destroyed a memorial in Encinitas dedicated to George Floyd and other innocent Aftition Americans murdered from police brutality. Oh my.
Then put up your own stuff.
This is my freedom of speech.
This is my freedom
This is my freedom of speech.
No.
This was staged by Antifa and George Soros. You don't need this violence.
Oh my God!
You don't need this violence.
You are being violent.
Get this out, riot cars damaging the world. Get this violence out of here. Get this violence out of here.
What?
You are doing it. You are brainwashed. This was staged by George Soros.
Stop! People still died. People
doesn't matter.
died.
People are dying.
What blows my mind the most is that these people who are so offended that protesters exist, they're just like, you're not allowed to stand there and protest. It's like, you can just ignore them. If you disagree, you can just ignore them. Why do you feel the need to go and like tear down their signs and stuff? Like, it's like they can't even handle that people with different opinions than them exist at all. They're just like, oh, your existence is ruining everything. Like, what?
Because of riots right now. People are dying.
Help!
Staged.
Do not do this!
Staged.
You're gonna tell me my kids can't come in here because they're kids?
Wait, Mom.
Wait a minute. Shh. You're gonna tell me my kids can't come in here because they're children.
Ma'am, I'm sorry.
And because of their age. Is that correct?
Ma'am, I'm just doing my job.
You're doing your job and it's also illegal.
Evening.
Did you know that? Private property or not, I pay taxes.
So I think what's going on right here is due to the coronavirus, you can't go in more than one person or two people at a time. And with kids, you can't really control them, that like depending on how old they are, whether or not they're going to touch stuff, because, you know, kids touch things all the time. So that's why you're not allowed to bring your kids into the store, because it would be really hard to ensure social distancing and not having people touch everything and possibly like cross-contaminate stuff. And she's just like, I pay taxes. I want to bring my kids in here. Like, why would you want to bring them to the store at all and risk exposing them to the virus? What?
And the law is a law.
Poor dude just doing his job.
Regardless, you cannot discriminate somebody based on their age.
I think I know what to do, Mom. I think
I
think I should just go to my papa's or my nana's and
just wait a minute. Just wait. No, I want somebody can come here. I want this on video. I want this on video. That's fine. You can go ahead and call security because I'm not even doing anything wrong. I'm just asking simple questions.
The poor kid is cleverer than her. He's just like, oh, I have a great idea. I can just go hang out with some relatives in the meanwhile. And the mom is like, no, my rights.
And then you're going to try to tell somebody that has a medical condition that they have to wear a face mask too. I love it.
She sounds like one of those idiots who genuinely believe that wearing a face mask is going to kill them. There's people who are like, wearing a face mask is going to restrict your breathing until you die. And someone pointed out that if that was true, dentists and doctors would all be dead. But okay.
Which is also discrimination.
Ma'am's on his way.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
How come I'm being told, sir, that I cannot enter your store with my children?
We're not letting anybody under 16 inside the store. We're not doing recording in here either.
Yes, I am. I'm allowed to record on my phone.
Exit.
You're going to tell me that my children, because of the fact that they're not 16, can't come into your store.
Correct.
That's illegal and discrimination.
It is not.
Yes,
No.
it is. That is
No.
age discrimination.
We reserve the right to refuse service to anybody, and we're just not letting anybody under 16 in.
You do not have the right to reserve
I
service
do.
to anybody in the
Then
United
you'll have
States
to
of
go.
America.
I'll
I am going to leave, but I'm asking you simple questions.
Okay. I
Because
give you
this is
simple
a free
answers.
country as well.
Yeah,
and my
this is
children
private
have.
property.
Yes, it is private property, but at the same time, you are a public store thing, and you still have to follow laws of the land. How are you going to discriminate somebody?
Come on, you're going to have to go.
How are you? I am going to leave, sir, but I want to know how you have the right to discriminate my children.
It's not a discrimination.
It
It's
is
for
too,
everybody's
because you're
safety.
telling them no. Because what
for
about
everybody's
everybody else's safety though too? So
They're not
because of the
children.
fact that
They're
my
over the
children
age of
are
16.
because children are 16 still. 18 is an adult.
Over the age of
So it
16
is.
is what
So it
we
is.
are doing.
It is.
Okay.
I can't wait to put
Have
this
a
on
good day.
Facebook and show my lawyer. Ooh. Dude.
She's so offended. It's like they live in an alternate universe where... Hi, baby. Hey, Billy. My cat just came in.
Hey, Billy. Do you want to join the live stream?
Billy, come now. Come. Maybe I'll get him to join. Come.
Hi, Billy.
It's like they live in an alternate universe where the coronavirus doesn't exist, and they're like, under any circumstances, you're not allowed to discriminate. Billy, come on. Oh my god. That's hilarious. We have the right to refuse to serve. Hilarious. Hi, Raven Fox. Hi, She Loves. Hi, Jem. I'm just checking between clips, checking out. The kids Bob Karen swearing. What a hypocrite. I know. She looks like she's like not mentally well, that lady. She does not seem well. Hi, Raven. Ooh, okay, next clip. Next clip.
Get the away from me, I'm gonna call the police on you.
Call him.
him. You'll get arrested. Call him. Call him. I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. Do it. Do it. Karen. You almost hit me and flicked a cigarette at me.
So what? Because you yelled at me. That's
Oh, that's mature. Karen, why don't you get in the car and go safely home without hitting anybody else?
Looks like you hit me. Yeah. Looks like you hit me. I hit you. I think you did.
Yeah, I think we all saw it.
Yeah, you hit me.
No, you did that.
Yeah, you hit me. I got witnesses. You hit me.
Oh, relax, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. Relax. Just relax, bro. I just
I want my money back! I want my money back!
Bro, give me the food, bro. Give me the food. Go, leave.
No, I didn't get my coffee!
Where's your phone?
We can make you your coffee. That's what I'm saying.
Leave now. Leave.
What's your name? Tell me your name. What is his name?
Cheyenne,
What's his name? What is his name? Because he is getting reported. What's your name? You're a piece of
She spat on them. Oh my, I don't understand. How can you become this riled up over nothing? What the? Oh my god. That is crazy.
You need to go to
leave, Cheyenne!
You f***ing piece of
Cheyenne, leave right now! Leave!
God. That is the craziest Karen encounter I have seen yet. Oh my god.
Well, she better have enough balls and enough proof accusing a healthcare professional lady. I own businesses in Ontario.
I called Omar, and I need her to leave her item.
You phone the police lady.
Because they're making a scene now.
Really? I'm a nurse. I'm I own a business.
Yeah, just, I was gonna go look at some shoes. I'll just wait. Okay.
And she's getting from her doctor. I'm really upset over this. No, you've been calling up. The lawyer's been calling.
Okay, yeah.
But I need to know why. No, you phone the police lady, and you tell me why.
Yeah.
You phone the police.
I will.
Good.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Oh.
So if you're not
She's
leaving,
not telling me. I love
Good welfare.
That's
my daughter.
You don't even know me. We've been into other stores. You know what? I want to know her. I want to know all the information.
Yep.
The lawyer can be.
I will. Yep.
Terrible. You're making a terrible mistake. You're the manager. I need all her information.
It'll be up to her to provide it for you.
I'll just call my supervisor and see if I
Very falsely accused. You guys are in a whole bunch of trouble.
I know, like I've been doing this for a few years.
She's never been in London.
I feel like when people get this upset, like if you were innocent, you'd just be like, you know what, you can check the security footage and you can see that it didn't do it. But when you get this upset, it's like you're getting upset to make people so uncomfortable that they won't go through with actually checking. So that sort of seems really guilty.
What the heck are you? You made a very bad, serious offense.
Oh my.
And I hope you've got great insurance on this.
Oh.
You don't know who I am. You don't even know me. No, I want the police because the police are going to know my record because we know the police. My clients are the police department. Are you nuts? Yeah, but you employ her.
I was attacking you. I was attacking you.
It's always like I can't assume, like I can't know that they did it, but they seem really guilty, to be honest.
She was just like attacking me.
I was attacking you.
And she was saying,
I was attacking you.
She had children. It's my neighborhood. I'm gonna do what I want.
Because it is my neighborhood. I got the right to sit here. This is my neighborhood. I got the
right to sit here. That's where you went wrong at by approaching me because you thought this wasn't my neighborhood. That's where you went wrong at.
Low-key, this lady looks like Angela, though, from The Office, the outfit. A little too revealing for Angela, but still, she looks like Angela from The Office.
That's where you went wrong at.
Trespassing what?
We ain't trespassing nothing.
Trespassing what?
Why are you trespassing?
Trespassing what?
Why are you trespassing?
Trespassing what?
On a place where you don't belong to be.
Get off the whip.
Hey, get off the whip.
Hey, I could buy any car here I want to buy. What is you talking about?
Hey, I'm trying to leave.
What is you talking about?
Hey, I'm trying
once
to
you get on somewhere. Hey.
Ain't nobody giving you no problems. We trying to leave. We trying to leave.
Hey, y'all get y'all homie, bro.
Mike!
Get y'all homie, bro.
What was that? If anyone knows where that clip came from, I don't know where it came from, but that's what? That's hilarious. What was that? Oh my god. Most of these Karens aren't wearing face masks. How horrible can a person be in the middle of a pandemic? Yeah, Liz, that's, yeah. I feel like also the way they speak to people, they spit a lot. So I feel like them not wearing face masks is like double as bad. I'm just like seeing them get this close to like people's faces, like, I want to speak to the manager. Oh, yeah, true. Some of them are pre-COVID, but you see that other people are wearing masks, so it's definitely some of them are mid-COVID. Oh my god. Yeah, that's their MO, yeah. I need your manager's manager. It's their MO to get really loud so people won't question them, yeah. I wonder if this lady with the car, is she being racist? Is she like assuming that because of their race they can't buy this car? Because it seems kind of like that's what's going on right now.
Hey, we trying to leave.
Get y'all homie, bro. This is why people, bro. I be want to see, dog. Move. Move.
Get homie up. I've been here for 5 minutes. Get out.
Hey, just get out. Get in the car, bro. Move.
Touch me.
Ain't nobody gonna touch you. Move. Bro, is this our homie?
Don't touch me.
Bro, move around.
Don't touch me.
Stop
Move
touching
around.
the car then, lady.
Don't touch me.
We ain't gonna touch you. We know you gonna press
trespassing?
charges. You trespassing too. You own this motherfucker?
Yeah?
You own it?
Maybe I can do.
You don't with them dirty ass feet.
Maybe
You don't. Them dirty ass feet, you don't. Get on somewhere, bro.
No.
Hey, just back the car up. Just back the car and pull out, bro.
No. Where? Hey! Yeah, maybe I do.
Just back this motherfucker. You know her? Move her around, bro.
Get over here!
Thank you. Move her out, bro. Go.
Why are you
Denzel, go.
run me over? Why are you trying to run me over?
Why are you trying to run me over? That's the thing I love about this day and age, because you have cameras everywhere and you don't have the same sort of deniability that you can just be like, the car hit me, it has to pay me a bunch of money. It's literally people like her going, ooh, I want to get some money by getting hit by a car. Why are you hitting me? Why are you hitting me? It's like the evolution of why are you hitting yourself?
Bro.
Why are you trying to run me? I'm walking.
Is this your wife?
I'm walking.
Is this your wife?
Those dudes are being bros though, the one who are trying to get her away.
Thank you.
You're a stupid.
Touch me. Touch me. Touch me.
Am I gonna touch you?
So, I promise you.
I'll look you when I see that.
It ain't what you want.
Touch his bitch.
You and your husband with me. Touch me.
Exactly.
Touch me.
Exactly
Touch
what
me.
you said.
Touch me.
You exactly said it.
Touch me.
You just said it.
Touch me.
You just said it.
Bro, get your wife, Brody.
You just said it. You just said it.
Get your wife, Brody.
You just said it. You just said it.
Yeah, I will. I will you up. And your husband. You better get her. You better get her.
There's supposed to be 6 feet of distance. And
I feel bad for her husband. He doesn't even look phased, to be honest. Like, he's done this before. She's acted like this before.
I asked you nicely to kind of move aside.
You're taking the whole aisle.
No.
You're taking the
but
whole
you should have
aisle.
respected my space.
I don't need to respect you.
Are you a Karen? Have you heard of Karen?
You're a Karen.
You're a Karen.
You're a Karen. You're taking the whole aisle.
bunch of Karens.
They're becoming self-aware, God help us. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Ooh. It was so funny though if both of them were actual Karens. This is Karen versus Karen. Okay. HSMH presents Karen Freakouts Volume 14.
I'll turn this into corporate.
Oh, that lady.
Right there.
Yeah, this Walmart
You
right
turn
here.
me into corporate.
This Walmart, yeah.
Because unless you're spending money, we don't need.
Oh, I'm not spending money? Am I, because I'm black?
What do we do?
Because I'm black.
Third group of people tonight I've had to chase away because they think Walmart is a playground.
What did I do? Hold on, let me say this. What did I do to make this a playground, ma'am? What have I done to make this a playground?
Come in and browse.
And backpacks?
I asked them if they take their backpacks.
And did we have a problem?
You can't assume.
No, but wait, let her talk. Let it compare herself.
No, it doesn't. I asked them to take their backpacks out, and they
I will not have him treating me like that. What? If you don't stand up, you've got superiors to answer to.
No.
Now you take care of him.
No, Mary, I'll take care of you.
No.
Wow.
Yes. I don't know what the other one's name is, but you take care of Mary. Mary needs to not be employed there anymore. What the fuck?
Oh, this
You
going
got
in.
superiors to answer to.
What?
He
Let her talk.
will
So
not
do you.
treat me like this.
No, I'm the customer. You're the worker.
Spend money then.
I'm the customer. I got money. More money than you make. What you talking about? What you gonna do? Take it?
Oh, now we got.
I'm a customer.
You're more than welcome to.
Drug money.
Drug money? You sell drugs?
Oh my god. She just said that if they had any money, it would be drug money. Oh my god, she is so racist. It's crazy.
Now I sell drugs.
Hold on, let me finish. Nothing was going on. Okay? I deal with customers on a daily basis. That's profiling. And what she did, do you have something I can help you with? For her to come up and approach us like that, in that manner, that is not right.
Excuse me.
If she don't get fired.
Hold on, wait a minute.
She just snuck up behind them.
Us coming in here laughing automatically makes us drug.
For what?
For abuse.
What did I do?
Psychological abuse.
Oh.
Staring at somebody the way you were staring at me,
I'm
that
sorry.
is not okay.
I wasn't even staring at you.
Yes, you were. 6, I am reporting you.
For staring at you? Karen?
Sorry.
What?
What is this, prison? You can't look at her wrong? What? I feel like it's one of those things where you were just like thinking about something and staring off into thin air and she's like, you were staring at me. Like, no, you just have
She said she'd love to have a tank. She said she'd love to have a tank to run people over.
Yes, I would.
Yeah. White supremacy. I'm gonna make you go
I'm
viral.
talking about critical mass. You're so busy up in everybody's business. Go ahead.
You're screaming like it's my business. I can hear you from in here. You were screaming from out here.
Conversation.
Yes, yeah. Somehow private
What is the point of this woman wearing a mask when she's not covering her nose? Like, what the the intelligence is so low.
conversation. It's on speaker. White supremacist.
Great.
Yep.
Yeah.
You heard me. I ain't scared of you.
And you think you scare me? Get that
assault.
Assault me one more time. My sister's a lawyer. My sister's a lawyer. Assault me one more time.
Hey, look, she's getting more gray hair by the second.
Let me get your face one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn away. Assault me one more time. I dare you. I pimp slap you so hard. A pimp slap.
What?
Karen, your name's Karen too. You
No, I'm not.
Her name is actually Karen. Oh my god.
Karen.
That's too good. Oh my god. Her name is actually Karen. I feel bad for all Karens who are named Karen who are not Karens. You know what I mean? Oh, but she lived up to her name, that one.
Yes. You need to leave. You need to leave. We're not serving you.
Hold on, guys. Okay.
You're not serving you.
Excuse me, but you did say that she needs to go back to her country. What is that?
Native Americans
Excuse me, this is what this whole world.
White people are not from this country. Don't serve her. Yeah, you do not serve her. Don't serve her racist.
You don't tell. No. Continue serving. Continue serving.
You need to leave. You're not a part of this. You need to leave. You're not a part of this. No, you do not come in here and use the F word and swear and call me a bitch.
I never even said
I
that.
said she is. And
Oh my god, I love how she's just like treating them as if they're children and she's their mom, and she's like, you will not be recording this. You will not be recording this. You will not be using the F word and the bitch. Like, just swear already. Come on, you're already hateful enough.
you're not a part of
said
that.
that word.
So
You're
you
making
get out of
stuff up
here.
now.
I know. I said
No.
she is, and that's why she's leaving.
Okay.
So you will leave too.
No. This is going all over the internet. You don't know who I am. You told her to go back to her country, where she's from.
That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Where were you born? Where were you born, bitch? I was born in America, bitch. Where are your ancestors from? They're not from this country. You're going back to Mexico. You better go back to where you're from.
You just walked.
I just want to say, for all the white people of Europe, we don't want her back. We do not want her back. I don't know where her ancestors are from, but we do not want her back. So the KaReNs can have like a leper island, like they did back in the day. Had an island full of lepers. They can have a KaRen island that they can go to.
She just touched me.
Wow,
Oh my
see?
God.
Yep, you deserved it.
Oh my God.
In my opinion.
You
You just walked.
She just touched me.
Oh, it's actually a part of this clip. The girl slaps her, and it's hella satisfying. But I guess they cut it out because YouTube don't like that. But yeah, deserved it.
Oh my God.
I love how shocked she is too, though. Like, oh my God, I was like really mean to someone, and then I got consequences.
Yeah, you deserved it.
Oh my God.
In my opinion. Yeah, you pushed her and she smacked you. That was self-defense on her part.
Oh, she grabbed me.
Nope.
Please.
Ma'am! Ma'am, up
with the sandal.
in the window! Ma'am! This is the Sonic workers. You see how they treat us? Sonic work. They messed up our order. Steal my daughter! Do not!
I don't know. Ooh, this guy though. Yeah, he knows he's married to a crazy person. Yep,
Okay.
This is not the first time.
Do you see what you did to a child? Good job! I haven't really. Get a life, get a job. You just traumatized a child for walking. Look at this. Are you proud? She's not killing anyone, babe. You don't have to be scared. I hope your neighbors are proud of that.
Move today?
Yeah.
I don't know what this sign was the kid was holding up, but no matter what, you don't go and scare. Like, I don't know what she, like, what the hell? And you know that her husband, that the fact that her husband is just like, I'm just gonna have to drag her into the house. This is not the first time that she's done shit like this.
Get the camera out of my face. She would have asked me to move. And all you had to do was say, hey, ma'am, that's kind of rude. Why don't you move? Instead of coming up and taking pictures of it. Is that not rude? You're lucky my husband ain't here.
Oh, yeah?
If you had a child that needed that spot, it would be a different story. That's not handicapped, though. And that's why I moved way over so that the person in the
No,
handicap
it says no parking and it has lines because a person with a disabled person needs that area.
That pisses me off so much that people were like, there was no disabled people parked there right then. And I'm like, well, if someone who genuinely needs the handicap spot shows up while you're inside and picking up your kid or whatever, there's no spot for them. Like, why? Just don't park there. Oh my God. Like, crazy.
In order to load and unload. I don't really care.
You might want to watch yourself.
Okay.
Stop taking pictures of me. I mean, is there a reason you have to take a picture because I was parked in a spot? All you have to do is ask me to move.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. They're like, oh, but you could just ask me to move, bitch. We shouldn't have to go and ask you to move. The whole point is that you're supposed to not park there in the first place. People shouldn't have to get out of their car at a different spot and go and find you and ask you to move when you're not entitled to park there and they are. Like, well, oh my God.
The police will give you a ticket if I take a picture.
Whatever. Been there,
So.
done that. Why didn't you just say, hey, can you move?
Been there, done that. She's done with this before. Oh my god.
Because I shouldn't have to.
But you're rude, and I shouldn't have to deal with jerks like you.
I know, I'm rude. Yeah, we're at a children's school.
Oh, well, tell this dude to leave me alone.
Yes.
No, you need to stop.
So inappropriate.
Time for the camera. One more time for the camera.
So crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we're going into our house, like, that's very rude. That's part of the problem with, you know, this whole situation. Why are you in front of our house with that?
Why are you like this? Who the f are you? You don't even belong in this f***ing city. You don't belong in this neighborhood. F you.
Hi, Mira.
So this woman is blocking the driveway. Little backstory.
Just gonna check the messages if y'all put any messages. Oh, you think? Oh, the sign said silence equals violence. Okay. Yeah, I also love when the woman slapped her. That Karen got what she deserved.
She's just blocking the whole road because she doesn't want to leave. I don't know why she doesn't want to back up into that other driveway that's not being used instead of staying in our driveway that's right in front of our building. Because I just need to leave and make a right turn to go to Ralph's. I don't understand.
Oh, they're getting
no,
out.
she's coming out. Oh, she just parked her car. Just park your car in the middle of the road. I can't believe this. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's okay, we'll just sit here. Just park.
This is truly something.
Can you? No.
Oh, the guy!
Listen, ma'am, you could just back up into that one that no one is exiting.
Listen, ma'am.
And then stay there.
Listen, ma'am, you're doing all this for no reason.
I need to make a right turn. I can't.
Oh, sorry. Privileged one, I'm so sorry. What? You need to make a right turn.
I'm so confused. What?
You can just back up if you just back up.
Do that again? I was delivering my pizza, and what were you saying?
Get out of here.
Why?
This is private property and you're trespassing.
I'm delivering a pizza.
Get out.
Jesus
Not a
Christ.
request.
What is wrong with you? Will you please get out of my way?
I'm so confused. I don't understand those two. Like the pizza guy was really short, but I don't understand the other one.
Go home racist! Go home racist! Go home racist! Go home racist!
You don't need to be like that.
I want to what I want to! You!
Oh my.
What did I do to you? Yay. Ma'am.
Hey, Jay! Jay, weet alles wat aangaan! So, rek jou back now!
No.
I don't even know what happened.
Oh! Give me that!
Don't touch my phone.
Don't you dare! I'm calling the cops! I'm calling the cops on that person who just about took my life out.
What? She walked straight into the road. How? She almost took her own life out. So yeah, SMH has the best Karen videos and really good compilations. I recommend subscribing to them. I should too. Oh my god. How am I not subscribed? Yes, yes, yes. Gonna go check your comments. The orange shirt needs to switch to decaf. Yeah. Karens really live in their own little world, don't they? Yes, Carrie, they do. They do. They do. I was thinking, now I thought I'd read you some Reddit. Some Reddit. Some Emma the asshole. It's always fun. I'm so addicted to Reddit. It's a problem. It's a problem. Let's see. Ooh, am I the antagonist for telling my daughter to stop taking her marital issues out on my wife? My 25-year-old daughter recently moved in with my wife and I. She's been married for 2 years and it's already falling apart. I partially blame myself because I didn't think it was going to work, but I also didn't think it was my place to tell her. Her husband seems bored and checked out, and I wish she would just cut her losses now, but again, I don't think that is my place to say it. You're their parent, though. It is your place to say something if you genuinely think that they're being treated badly. She never really liked my wife. She doesn't give a particular reason, but they are pretty much polar opposites, and admittedly, I moved on very quickly after my divorce. She always acted like my wife was a fling, but it's been 13 years now. She approached me the other day and asked if I could get my wife to wear more clothing. We have a pool and live by the ocean, so she spends a lot of time in a bikini. She also exercises a lot and will hang out in shorts and a sports bra. I have noticed my son-in-law looking at her. Ew. But it's awkward as hell, so I didn't know what to say. Seriously, this person needs to, like, speak up or something. Come on now. Yay, story time. Thanks, Angel. Oh. I told my daughter that her stepmom has a right to wear what she wants in her own house, and that my wife is not responsible for a man who can't keep his eyes to himself. Amen. She got mad, but I told her that her marital issues are not my wife's responsibility. Now she is avoiding everyone, and I kind of feel like an ass, but it's my wife's house too, and she would laugh in my face if I told her to put more clothes on. You should never tell your wife to change her clothing style because there's a creepy pervert staring at her. Like, you should get rid of the creepy pervert. Like, I don't know. Like, that's really, like, this person needs to work on using their words. They need to tell their kid that their husband is an asshole, and it's not the world's responsibility. Hi, Heart. Yeah, this dude. It's not the world's responsibility to, like, dress more modestly so your creepy pervert husband won't look at people. Then you just gotta kick out the creepy pervert husband. Come on now. What do you guys think? That's what I think, at least. See if we find any other good ones. I feel a lot of the time it's the most satisfying ones are the ones where the person is genuinely an asshole and they don't know, and they post the story on Am I the Asshole, and you're just like, yes, honey, you the asshole, you need help. But they're, like, oblivious about it, so they post. Okay. Am I the asshole for wanting to move out because of my little sister? This happened a few days ago, but I'm still fuming. Also, this is probably going to be long. That's okay, honey. We're here for the tea. I, 18 male, have a little sister, 12 female. From the moment she was born, I have loved her with every bone and fiber of my body. Aw. Literally so much that even when she got hurt once, I started having nightmares of her dying and me being unable to do anything to prevent it. Thank you, TK Raycon. Thank you. Yeah. However, she is a fucking bitch. Who says that about their 12-year-old sister? I don't know. That's this story just turned. My parents have always blamed her poor behavior on me. They say that I coddled her too much when she was a baby and such. I have never thought this, but to be true, I have never thought this to be true, especially since we were fighting at such a young age. How can they accuse a child of coddling their sibling? That's as if they're the parent. That's odd. There have been instances like that throughout the years, including bans on things that she can do, such as play certain games on her computer and come into my bedroom. This is important. Well, I just graduated high school a couple of weeks ago, in the middle of this pandemic and such, and my grandmother sent me a $100 Visa gift card as a graduation gift. When I opened the letter and saw it, my sister was nearby and heard me say something about it. I had work that night, so I took it up to my room and left it in my wallet in my nightstand. I change and go to work, blah 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 blah. Fast forward 2 weeks, I take my wallet down to the beach where I spend the day with some friends, and I try to buy something with the card and it gets declined? Sorry if I read too fast, I'm sorry. But they try to buy something with the card and it gets declined. I'm confused about it, so I check the transaction history. What? And there is $96 spent on a fucking computer game that a little someone isn't supposed to be playing. This little bitch spent $100 on a game that she wasn't supposed to be playing. Not only did I not get graduation, prom, senior trip, and a bunch of other activities, but my sister decides to add on to it all and take my graduation money too? WTF. I've told her I'm planning on moving out soon as possible, and I'm not speaking with her for a very long time. She's upset because it means that she'll be left with all the chores that I do. She does none, and because she's gonna have nobody to talk to. Not that I talk to her much anyways. Am I the asshole for wanting to move out? No, but I feel like this is like a parent problem. It doesn't seem like they're holding her accountable for anything she does. Like, they're blaming the oldest kid on for the behaviors. Yeah. Like, she's a thief. That's... You know, you gotta get some consequences when you steal. Like, her parents should have paid the oldest kid back, though. Like, that's an issue of its own. Ooh. Oh. Angel says, my sibs are grown and I still get blamed sometimes. Yeah, the parents are trying to pass the stick, Raven. You're right about that. It sounds like they're just like, oh, our oldest kid is just so much more mature, they can babysit them, and if there's any problems, it's the oldest kid's fault. Yeah. Oh, pass the buck. Okay. Am I the asshole for shutting down a talk? What? My mouth just stopped cooperating. I'm sorry. Am I the asshole for shutting down talk about having kids with purposely controversial statements? Our region has done well handling COVID, so my husband and I had a small group of family come over for a backyard barbecue a month ago. We were the only ones in the family left who don't have kids. We're not going to. We prefer our lives as mountaineers. Mountaineers, that makes me think of WoW, the Mountaineers. We prefer our lives as mountaineers. His family thinks we'll change our minds. Mind you, husband had the snip. Mother-in-law jokingly mentioned that maybe with all the alone time, we'd be giving the family a little bundle of joy. We shut the idea down with good humor. She kept pressing, and sister-in-law chimed in with, "Come on, this is the perfect time to get started." in the middle of a pandemic, which we don't know when it's gonna end. Like the perfect time. Oh my god. What? Husband says, we've talked about this already. Let's drop it. Mother-in-law says, well, I don't care. Husband, again, drop it. Mother-in-law, I hope it happens. Husband, thankfully, we're very careful. Mother-in-law, accidents happen. It isn't always up to you. Abortions are a thing, but okay. Husband, yes, it is. I had a Husband says, yes, it is. I had a vasectomy. Like I said, discussion over. Can we move on? We do, but mother-in-law and sister-in-law are whispering with each other and shooting glances, looking at their phones, etc. Brother-in-law and I are laughing about something dumb on TV, and it seems like everything is fine. Until sister-in-law says, vasectomies can fail, you know? They can fail. It's not 100% thing. It gets quiet. Mother-in-law and sister-in-law look smug. Why do they want a child to be born to someone who don't want them? Like, something wrong with that kind of line of thinking. Mother-in-law says, so there's still a chance you can get pregnant. You can never be sure. Husband and I lock eyes. The party's over. I mean, that's exactly what abortions are for. Cue to screaming and yelling, I'm an evil, cruel bitch, what kind of monster, etc. His family are all supposedly pro-choice. Supposedly. Apparently not. Oh my god. Husband yells at them to get the fuck out. Don't talk to me like that. And mother-in-law gets up to his face and yells that I said I would kill her grandbabies. How could he stand to hear it? It's not grandbabies, it's just... Oh my... That's my own opinion though. Husband says, and I would hold her fucking hand the entire time because that's what both of us would want. The party's over. Cue Facebook shitstorm. Mother-in-law posts and tags us and says, we were having a nice family get-together, and original poster and husband had baited us with purposely controversial statements. Every mom lives to see her babies have babies. Yesterday I was told that my cruel daughter-in-law would murder my grandbabies if she got pregnant, and my son would hold her hand while she did it. Oh my god, who put... The fact that you would post this on Facebook, like... That's true, Raven. That's true. Yeah, oh my god. I do not feel like we're assholes, even for how we handled the situation. There was no getting through to them without being direct and final. This isn't the first time we tried to get them to drop the subject. However, other family members really think we are in the wrong and that I went over the line. If you went over the line, honey, your mother-in-law was already standing on the other side of that line because she stepped over it so many times. Like, it's so offensive to me to have people be like, oh, but you can have an accidental pregnancy. Why would they want to wish that on someone who doesn't want to be pregnant and doesn't want kids? Like, and then be offended that that person goes, well, you know what, abortions exist. Like, I don't know, I understand. People are crazy. Everyone has a breaking point. That is true. That is true, Carrie. Yeah, the family pushed them to theirs. That is so true. Ooh. Am I the antagonist, the asshole, for telling my mom to get out of the bathroom while I'm in the shower? So my mom started randomly coming into the bathroom to wash her hands, brush her teeth, go to the toilet, etc. while I was in the shower. I asked her to stop because it made me uncomfortable. She said she would stop, but recently she's been coming in more and more, casually again, and I got pretty annoyed at her. Me saying, can you please stop coming in while I'm in the shower? I told you it makes me feel uncomfortable. My mom says, can't you just hurry up and leave because I'm just wasting water here and I don't get out until you're done. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So she's saying that they should just be really fast in the shower, I guess? No. Never mind. The mom does not say that. The mom says, I'm your mother, and this is my bathroom too. And then the person who is in the shower says, look, can't you just hurry up and leave because I'm just wasting water here and I won't get out until you've gone. And the mom goes, you're being so rude. You shouldn't talk to me like that. What do you think? Yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. No. I feel like a lot of parents have a problem with boundary stomping when it comes to their children's autonomy, as if their kid is just like not their own person, and that is a problem. I feel like most people posting on Am I the Antagonist knows that they are not the asshole and just want Reddit karma. I mean, sometimes they seem to be genuinely wondering, though. But it's probably true sometimes. I guess sometimes you just need to get a little feeling like people are in your corner, I guess. That's what I think. Am I the antagonist? The asshole? I keep saying antagonist because I'm so used to saying it, but am I the asshole for not wanting to reconnect and live with my birth mother? After I was born, my parents, who were drug addicts and have been arrested prior for petty crimes, were deemed unfit parents, and when I was an infant, my grandparents were awarded full custody. I'm 16 years old, and my grandparents are practically my whole world. They have told me many times that if I wanted to reconnect with my mother and father, that it was my decision and that they'd support me 100%, but I never wanted to. My mother recently reconnected with my grandparents. I refused to talk to her, and she said she wanted to have at least partial custody of me. Okay. She also threatened that if my grandparents didn't help her resolve the situation peacefully, she was going to take them to court, and that's what ended up happening. Fortunately, since it was found that she wasn't in the position to care for me, and since I don't want to live with her, my birth father apparently died a few years ago. That's sad. She didn't get custody or visitation. Right when we were leaving the courthouse, the last time I saw her, she told me I was selfish for not letting my grandparents live the rest of their lives in peace without having to care for an ungrateful grandson. It hurt, and so I stormed off, but I've been thinking about it ever since. Am I the asshole for not letting my grandparents enjoy their silver years? It's not about the grandparents here. I think she wants, it's either like a power move. The biological mother wants to be like, oh yeah, my child lives with me, to feel better about herself or brag, or it seems like a money grab. Like, maybe she's like, oh, you get like money from the state maybe where they live if you have your kid with you, so even though I abandoned my child for 16 years, I want them to come live with me now because basically you don't have to take care of a 16-year-old. Yeah, she wants the money for him. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. You're right, Jem. That's what she wants. Oh, I feel like the grandparents should say something, though. Like, the person should talk to their grandparents about what the biological mom said, because it's just fucked up. Oh my. The grandparents, I'm so sure, would not feel like they're stealing their silver years. No. I found a really good one. This. Ooh, okay. Found this morning, and I was like, I'm a read this for y'all because this one is real good. Am I the antagonist? Sorry. Am I the asshole? It's like, seriously, it's just ingrained in me. The censoring, it's sad. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my daughter's biological... No. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my fiance's biological daughter's college? That was a mouthful. Title sounds bad, but hear me out. I, 31 female, have been with my fiance, 33 male, for about 9 years. When he was 16, he got his high school girlfriend pregnant. He did not want to be involved, and they agreed on an open adoption and found a lovely family and signed away all parental rights. I knew about this when we started dating. Neither of us wanted kids. We are still child-free, so it honestly didn't bother me. He has never been involved in her, 17 female's life. But as far as I'm aware, the biological mom has, as well as my fiance's mother. A few months ago, she showed up at our house, the daughter, showed up at our house completely unannounced, and I was utterly shocked. She wanted to know her biological father and where he came from, etc., and my fiance happily obliged and took her out for lunch. She stayed in contact and they've gone out to lunch a few more times. But it's starting to get really intense, and the adoptive parents have been coming around quite a bit as well. My fiance has kept her at a distance. My fiance has kept her at a distance, but recently got a call that her adoptive parents are requesting that we never mind. Sorry. This is like the things I edit out when I record it. There's just so much mouth problems. Get stuck, I'm sorry. My fiance has kept her at a distance, but recently we got a call that her adoptive parents are requesting we help pay for her college because they are struggling financially due to COVID, and they don't want her to have to take out a student loan. We refused, and they began guilt-tripping him, saying that she is his daughter. To say I was pissed is an understatement. We both had massive amounts of student loans when we left college and have worked our asses off paying them off. At the beginning of our relationship, my fiancé started a tech company that is now thriving, and we are able to live extremely comfortably, and it has afforded us to basically do whatever we want. We live in a very nice house and both have very well-paying jobs and hefty savings accounts for safety nets. We could easily afford to help pay for her college, but the thing is, she isn't our child. He hadn't even met her before this year. He signed away all of his parental rights 17 years ago, and we don't have kids for a reason. We don't want them. I don't feel like this is his/our responsibility to give her money simply on the basis that they are related by DNA. His side of the family is starting to make him feel guilty by saying he has the money so he should help. He started to give in to the guilt, but since we share finances, I outright refused and he ended up siding with me. We worked really hard, him especially, to build this life and plan out our future over the past decade, and I'm not comfortable with this situation at all. I am getting an insane amount of hate from his side of the family/the adoptive family for denying her a future. And it's taking everything in me not to tell them to fuck off. Love the crazy mother-in-law stories. Those are good. Those are good. Woo, r/relationship advice is a better subreddit, I think. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like the kid probably wanted to reconnect with the dad, but it also sounds a little fishy that the adoptive parents are like, oh, maybe they encouraged her because they wanted to then be like, oh, you're spending time with the girl, then also you should pay. It seems a little iffy. So I wouldn't call them the antagonist, the asshole for this, because it seems iffy and fishy. Like, they adopted the girl and they're her parents, and to just, yeah, it seems fishy to me. If it was a stepchild situation, I'd see how she could be the asshole, but yeah, maybe, Catbra, that's true. Hi, Catbra, by the way, thank you for being my patron. Nice to see you. Yeah, I also feel like it's about the money. Yeah, the timing is too good for it to not be a setup. That is so true, Raven. It's really sad because I feel like the adoptive parents are low-key using the daughter to be like, oh, you should reconnect with your biological dad, and then like they that's good. You were at the store. Ooh, I've snuck into your phone while you were at the store. I feel so sneaky. But yeah, I feel like they're definitely encouraging the kid just around the same time they want to ask for money. It seems fishy, yeah. Yeah, after they've seen how comfy they are, they wanted him back in their life. Yeah, it's fishy. Let's go see some Pro Revenge. That is a good one. Pro Revenge. Ooh, I found one with 6,736 upvotes. Gotta be good, gotta be good. They tore up my grandfather's garden. He tore up their car. Aww. What's that, Vincent? Sending hugs. My dad told me this story a few years back. My grandfather lived in a really rural area in Georgia. This was around the late 1930s, early 1940s. My grandfather owned a farm and had a garden. He had planted various veggies. Well, the only neighbors were about a mile away, and for some reason the neighbors would drive their Model T through the garden, tearing up the veggies. My grandpa would have to replant the garden. Oh my god, they're assholes. The neighbors kept doing this. So here is where the revenge part comes in. My grandfather dug holes around the garden and stuck metal poles into the holes. He covered up the holes with leaves. A few days later, the neighbors drove through again. My dad said they tore the undercarriage out and had parts strewn all over the place. He couldn't remember what happened after that, but I don't think they did that again. That's so funny. I bet you that was like a thing for them too, to be like, just to mess up his garden. Like, oh, it's just so fun every time we drive there. Oh, I got a child predator fired today. Edit. I can't edit the title anymore, but I see your claims about this not being a child predator. Oh. English isn't my first language, and my native tongue, we use the corresponding term for anyone who sexually exploit children in any ways. I mean, if you sexually exploit children, you're a child predator? I don't know. Okay. Quick background. I am not a cosplayer myself, but I have plenty of friends who are, and I am in an online community group with cosplay and gaming as its main focuses. I'm not active in it, but the group itself has 16,000 members in it and constantly growing in size and it's considered quite big for my country's social media standards. No surprise, though, that more than half of the members are 13 to 17-year-old girls and boys. There's an ongoing debate in this group for almost a year now over what's considered real cosplay. Bear with me, I swear it'll add up later in the story, okay? Imagine it's like there's a group of people who are creating character-based cosplays from movies and series, and there's another who buys a wig and lingerie to pull a... What? Okay, this story is just a hella long. Skip it. It's crazy. No. Sorry. It just makes no sense to me. So... Ooh. Manipulative, power-hungry aunt torments my family for years, and it costs her $300,000. Ooh, yeah, Pro Revenge is good. Dealt with my shitty, manipulative, abusive aunt all my life. Finally got revenge. Players: myself, male, late 30s. My sister, 3 years younger than me. Aunt: older sister to my mother. My mother, single mom, adopted, no blood relation to my aunt. And my cousins, 3 total, 1 years old boy and 2 years old girl. I have good relationships with them now, mostly. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll skip. I'm sorry. My estranged father, who had been living several counties over, is pretty much out of the picture by the time my parents got their divorce when I was 9. Due to financial hardships, we were forced to live with my aunt and the nightmare of a household we would soon find ourselves in. My aunt married into Georgia wealth, and you can figure out what that means on your own. So, like, former plantation owners and snobby people, I don't know. She had 3 kids and eventually caught her husband having an affair. It's a huge scandal. She gets the house, the kids, and a fat payout from the family attorney. This is important because my aunt didn't do a damn thing in her life to earn her money, her house, her lifestyle, or basically anything. She was born poor along with my mom. Under her household, she was drunk with power. Years of therapy have allowed me to recognize that certain people, when in a position of power, get a perverse pleasure in ordering others to do their bidding. She was the strictest of authoritarians in every possible way you could imagine. Chores had to be completed by an exact specific time. Vacuuming by 3:45 p.m. Dishes by 3:55 p.m. Laundry days for my mother. What? Okay, so laundry days for my mother and us kids were Tuesday to Thursday, 5:35 p.m. to 7:55 p.m. Like, what? That's so specific times, 35 to 55. If it was still running, she would shut the power off for the 2 units. As we grew older, her own kids opted to stay with their father for full-time custody, and she had them on weekends. So I think they're not 1 year and 2 years old, they're just 1 year and 2 years older than the original poster, so they're in their 30s too by now. Even they couldn't stand her when she was in charge and in the house. As time passed, she got them less and less, opting for alternate weekends, and as high school activities took precedence over time with mother. What is this? Base hotel? For my sister and I, the large 6-bedroom house was not ours for the taking. My mom had to pay rent as well as rent for 1 bedroom, as that was all she could afford on her salary. We had to share a bedroom until my 2nd year of high school. All the while, there was 1 spare unused bedroom available at all times. My aunt needed this for guests when they stayed over. Not 1 guest stayed there in 10 years I was under that roof. Finally, the church we attended told my aunt to give up the spare bedroom so my sister can have her own room, as it was unhealthy for 2 teenagers sharing a room together like that. That infuriated my aunt because someone told her what to do in her own household. Yes, how dare they? My sister and I got the brunt of her wrath. As my mom's salary was tapped out, my sister and I had to do extra chores like mowing the lawn, trimming the shrubs, cleaning the pool, which we could no longer use without her being outside watching us. What kind of Cinderella craziness is this? My aunt's behavior was becoming more and more outrageous and disconnected from society. For example, she had always snapped her fingers when she wanted to get someone's attention. But it was getting far more frequent, and she would blow up into a tirade if either my sister and I didn't obey. Her own kids tried repeatedly to tell her that the shit she was doing was wrong, but she wouldn't listen. Eventually, they wanted nothing to do with her outside of the home. She was a tyrant there, and repeated intervention to get her to see the folly of her ways would fall on deaf ears. I snapped. The church was pushy, yeah. But still, maybe they were like, we can tell she's an asshole. I snapped. All through high school, I had no confidence as a person. I was weak-willed and growing ever distant from friends and society. I say this in all truthfulness and fear that had circumstances continued the way they had been going, I could very well have taken a gun to myself or worse. Oh my God. Or worse, to others around me. I was that bad off. That is so sad and disturbing. I had just graduated high school and started my first semester of community college. I'm 2 weeks into my classes, attending from home, when my aunt drops a bomb on me. You owe me this amount of money for this month's rent. The same amount for next month's rent as well. It is the 27th after all. You're an adult now. You're out of high school and working now, so you need to pay rent. The fuck? I blew a fucking gasket as I yelled back. You can't just suddenly decide to charge me rent just because you feel like it. I need 30 days notice. I have rights. Yes, honey? My aunt yelled at me with some bullshit excuse that she had discussed this with my mother, and it was decided that I needed to pay my own rent now. Which one is it? Are they an adult, or are they, like, can you just decide with their mom? Like, decide, auntie, decide. In some miraculous backbone move, of which I still have no idea how I stood up to her, I yelled right back at her. If I'm an adult, then treat me like it, and talk to me about rental agreements. Yes. I'll start paying you rent in 30 days, starting the 1st. I turned my back to her and walked away, with my fist balled tight. I was furious with anger, but I walked away. My aunt saw my fists from behind and screamed bloody murder that I was going to attack her. No, I wasn't. She snapped her fingers at me repeatedly on my tail to get my attention, but I didn't turn around. I needed to cool off and clear my head. As I turned the corner, she grabbed my wrist and started really hard and started yelling, "I'm not finished talking to you." I threw my still balled up fist forward, keeping with my stride to break her grip as it hadn't stopped my momentum. This caused her grabbing arm to slam hard into the corner of the wall that I had just turned into. She screamed in pain, but I left the house and took off. I feel like she's going to manipulate this into, like, somehow him attacking her. The aftermath of that incident was that my aunt called the cops on me, of course, in an attempt to press charges. She was taken to the hospital and suffered a fractured wrist, and she was put in a cast and sling. Don't know as I never saw it, and it was never inquired. Okay, never mind. Her story changed every time she would call the cop. Her story changed every time she told the cops what happened, while my story was spot on every time. I can still recall that moment down to the smell in the house, where I was facing, the working and non-working light bulbs, etc. Damn. Forever ingrained in me. I was kicked out of the house and I couldn't visit my sister or my mom there at the house again. Fine by me, as I didn't want to see my bitch aunt again. Ever. I was happy to meet my mother and sister at the local diner or outlet. We could be ourselves there and not hostages in our own home. True. Yeah, the family seems crazy. I'm trying to... The tube is... Oh, this? It's my drink with my straw. The smudges lipstick. Yeah. Years later, my mom wised up and got out of that abusive relationship with her sister and moved out on her own. She got a temporary nice place, invested wisely, and with the help from the church, got help getting a place of her own. In 2009, after the housing crisis, she bought her own place that she could never ever have afforded on her own prior to the market crash. But some good came out of it. I mean, that's a good thing coming out of it, but some good came out of it. The market crash, I guess. She wept knowing my sister and her family and myself can come visit at any time and stay. Yeah, because crazy aunt won't be living there. Over the years, I've been able to forgive my aunt. Not forget, forgive. I've let go of a lot of my anger and hatred towards her for what she put me through. When she has no leverage or control over us, she is a somewhat decent person, despite being a total bitch of a person. What? My cousins have calmed down, heard my side of what happened those years, and know what kind of person I am compared to what kind of person their mother is. They choose to believe me, and I know And no, I didn't hit her or strike her or beat her across the face like she continues to claim. Oh my. The revenge. While I have been able to forgive my aunt for what she has done to me, I cannot forgive her for what she did to my mother. Kept her in financial hardship for a decade while she sat on a bank account full of cash and assets. Or for what she did to my sister, forced her to pay for damages because of the water heater burst while my aunt and mother was away one weekend, leaving my sister at home. She didn't discover the flooded rooms for hours. My aunt's reasoning? It was her responsibility to watch the house, not the responsibility of the homeowner to maintain/replace the water heater before it goes. Of course not. Let's leave that upfront $5,000 financial burden from before the flood insurance kicks in on a 16-year-old girl. Oh my. I've had little to no contact with my aunt since I was kicked out of the house nearly 2 decades ago. This was a long time ago. But I do keep in constant contact with my cousins. While I'm not going to divulge what I do for a living, I can say that I work with and for the government. The FBI. This is it. That's my guess. I've worked my ass off getting to where I am today. I'm known for being truthful, wise, and giving good advice when asked. Because of this, I often talk financially with my cousins, all of whom are money smart and are doing well for themselves. They often then rely this information to their scheming mother, who has no mind for business and investments. All that money she got from her house sale, her divorce settlement, her previous investments is pretty much gone. I spent years planning on the perfect trap, and it took a long time to prepare everything, to make sure everything appeared right, okay? I am anal, and I don't pretend to know... Wait, what? What? It just says I anal. What do you mean? FBI, open up. Yep. Okay, I anal, it says. And I don't pretend to know the law, but I do know the regulations and laws pertaining to insider information. This is not that. 100% certain of it, and if I ever go to court, I know my lawyer and I have a solid case in my defense. Oh, okay, about the business investments. But this is a gray area, most definitely. I let slip to my cousins about some future real estate plans near my aunt's new area of living. This may be worth a lot more because of future development taking place in the area. That sounds kind of legal. All of that was true and backed up by what was in the newspaper and the new construction signs that newly appeared on Google Maps at the time. Oh, okay. The rest was fabricated by myself, backed up by actual information I looked up on real estate websites and on projects I was working on through my work. So he's making this up to get like the aunt to buy some stuff. Oh no. The telephone game takes place a few weeks later, and a few weeks later, I presume, my aunt starts making phone calls to real estate agents trying to buy lots of land in the undeveloped, shitty area of her new house. Over the course of a few months to a half a year, for a few months to 6 months, she spends $300,000 of her last remaining savings on land, hoping it will pay out when the area around gets developed in the upcoming years. Only the city and the government have no plans to develop in those immediate areas. In fact, analysis showed that building in those areas was poor planning and would cost the taxpayers 2 or 3 times as much as the land was not environmentally sound. So it was like bad, toxic probably, like, I don't know, asbestos or something. It was best to build 6 miles away. This post was long overdue because it's been over 2 years since my aunt purchased land that is basically worthless. See, she won't sell the land unless she gets at least the same price she paid for it because she's the owner of that land. Can't tell her what to do on her own land. Can't tell her what to do on her own land. Yeah, I think a child made this. I don't know. It's crazy. Sweet karma strikes in a way I couldn't possibly have foreseen. My cousin informed me that the value of the lands have decreased significantly because it's not environmentally sound to build anything commercial there. But it's zoned for commercial use. Currently, 3 of the 4 blocks of land she purchased are just weed farms next to eyesore abandoned buildings or industrial complexes. Nobody can build on it, nor does anyone want to buy it. Sucks to be her. Best part is, my cousins have absolutely no idea that I set them up for their mother to take the fall. These environmental results are relatively new and the perfect cover to say why the project changed location 6 miles away. It's kind of asshole move though to like lie to your cousins who you say you have a really good relationship with. Like, not a nice person. Also, the way it was written, it was just horrible. Sometimes I find stories on Reddit, it's just, they might be good, but it's just written horribly. It is so taxing to read, and it just never gets to the point. It's like sitting next to like that old relative you have who won't shut up but never gets to the point. That's kind of a lot of the time we have to siphon through stories is like, let the people see how much it is hard for the narrator of a video with all the typo and the grammar. It's true it didn't hurt the cousins, but I feel like they used the cousins though. It's kind of, it's iffy, don't you think? It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Kind of use them. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna drop off though today. Thank you so much to everyone for coming. I had a lot of fun. It's so much fun to actually like be talking and I can respond to your comments that way. And it's like hanging out. It's like having a slumber party together. So I'm so excited you came by. Y'all are awesome. So awesome. Yeah. Now I'm gonna try to send. I jumped into the stream late and the first thing I hear is weed farms and eyesore buildings. I'm assuming I missed something fun. Hi Jesus. Jesus. Weed farms too. Like, I find the story really not very plausible. If it's environmentally unsafe, how can you grow weed? I found a flaw in the story. But yeah, I'm gonna try to play my outro now because I made an outro. Let's see.